What is up, y'all? Back with another video. And in this one, I've got 4 movies to talk about, and then a short little stack of new Blu-rays that I'm going to add to the collection. But let's get into these movies here. Like I said, I've got 4 of them to talk about. And look, this one got like chocolate on it. What is that? Looks like somebody sharted on it or something. And that wasn't me. I don't shart on my movies, guys, just so you know. But let's just get into this first one here. We've got Ryan Reynolds in Buried. I just felt like watching this the first night that I got it, and it really wasn't that great. It wasn't as good as I thought it was. It's a decent little thriller, but my God, this had to have been one of the cheapest movies ever to make. Seriously, it's like pay Ryan Reynolds to be in your movie and then buy a box and a camera. And that's all you need. This whole entire movie takes place inside like a little makeshift coffin that he's buried in. It's like he's buried alive. I mean, I think you've got maybe a few other actors, because at one point he's looking on a cell phone and he sees a little video of this other lady that had gotten taken hostage. Yeah, because basically, like, he's over in Iraq. He's like a truck driver, and something happens to his little convoy. They capture him, and they bury him alive, and they're trying to get a ransom out of him. So they bury him, and he's got like a cell phone in there, a knife, a lighter, a flashlight, some little glow sticks, and some other stuff they put in the coffin with him. So, you know, there's enough there to have a story. So he's able to talk to people on the phone. That's where you get the dialogue for the movie. But it's just a claustrophobic film. Man, he's just trapped in this thing. And the end of it, I'm not going to give it away in case you haven't seen it, but the ending reminds me of The Mist. It's just got that feel to it. I kind of like the ending, because you don't see endings like this very often, you know. So, like I said, I'm not going to give it away, but it was interesting to watch again. I don't know how soon I'm going to be popping that in to watch. I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. But it's kind of cool to see. I don't mind owning it in my collection. But yeah, like I said, I mean, what an inexpensive movie. You basically need one actor and a box and then a camera. And then you need other people to do the voices for when he's talking on the phone. But my God, you could do that with AI these days. You could totally have AI voices. So yeah, I wouldn't give this a very high ranking. Maybe a 5.5 out of 10. Something like that. It really wasn't that great. But like I said, it's original. It's different. So for that fact, I give it credit for being original and different. Let's move on now to this steaming turd of a movie with Amber Turd starring in it. Drive Angry. This thing made me angry watching it. It just wasn't that great. I was expecting so much more. I mean, of course, you got Nicolas Cage in there. He acts like Nicolas Cage. You got Amber Turd. And I swear to God, it's like, was she even acting? Because she was just a crazy bitch throughout the entire movie. I'm going to fuck you up. And starts punching dudes and fighting guys. And just, I mean, she drops the F-bomb like every other word. I mean, I can just see the director right now. Amber, Miss Heard, just be yourself in this movie. Just be yourself. Be a crazy bitch. Just go all out. Just pretend like you had a birthday party and your boyfriend did not show up. No. Don't go shit in his bed, but just be angry and use the F-bomb and throw punches. I can just see. I don't know where the director was from, what country that's an accent from, but I'm just saying, she acts like a bitch throughout the whole movie. Spoiler alert, but Nicolas Cage is from hell. He's like come back from hell to get revenge on this like cult, these religious people. And guess what? They're from Colorado. They're from like Loveland, Colorado, which is like 2 miles south of where I live. I mean, it's definitely got some cool parts. And it's crazy. It's like totally over the top. In one scene, Nicolas Cage is like having sex with this one girl. He's like totally boning her. And at the same time, he's drinking this bottle of Jack Daniels, and he kills like 6 guys while he's fucking the chick. And then she's all like messed up. She's like, oh my God, he was having sex with me. She's like, has that ever happened to you? Like no, probably not. But it was just crazy like that. I mean, he's like totally having sex with the chick, a bottle of Jack in one hand, the gun in the other hand, and this like whole slow motion sequence where he kills like 6 guys. It's pretty funny. It's pretty over the top. And there were some decent kills at the end too, when Nicolas Cage drove that Chevelle into the group of cult members and was just like running over them, blah, just splattering them left and right. I mean, so there were some cool parts, but the overall story was weak. I mean, like I said, Amber Heard is nice to look at, but God, she acted like such a crazy bitch. Just, God. It's like someone just punch her. Well, she actually does get punched a few times. Yeah, her lip gets all busted open. But anyway, I mean, she's hot. You can't get around it. A little skinny, but she's pretty in the face, and I love her blonde hair. Other than that, this movie is not worth the time. It's just not. And like I said, the CGI is weak. The final kill at the end, when Amber shoots this guy with some supernatural gun that looks retarded. It looks so dumb. But she shoots this guy, and he's like up in the sky, and he's like, "Ugh," and like all this stuff is happening to, all this bad CGI is happening to him. Then his head blows up, and his jaw like flies right at the screen. This like CGI jaw. It looks so cheesy and bad. Yeah, not a very good movie. I'd probably give Drive Angry maybe a 4 out of 10. Maybe a 4.5 if I was being nice that day. But not very good. Let's get into something much better. Creed with Michael B. Jordan and Sylvester Stallone. And this was a really good movie. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I thought it was great. I thought it was paced nicely. I liked the story. And I had thought I'd seen this in the past. Like I was like, I swear to God, I've seen this. I was getting confused though. I was like, was it Creed or was it the last Rocky movie? I can't remember. I saw one of those. So I'm watching this, and for the first half of the movie, I'm thinking, I haven't seen this. This is all brand new. I don't remember it. It just seemed like an entirely brand new movie to me. But then when he gets cancer, I was like, oh, I have seen this. Because that's the part I remember is when Rocky gets cancer. And he doesn't want to go get chemo. He's like, nah, to hell with that. And Creed is like, no, you got to fight too. He's like, I'm going to fight. You're going to fight. So this movie was good. It had a solid story. You know, it's showing Creed and his rise to the top. But it was funny, though, when they're going to train and Rocky wakes him up. It's 5:45 a.m. in the morning. Like that's early. I was expecting it to be like 3 a.m. You know, when he looks over at the clock, I was expecting like 3 a.m., maybe 4. 5:45? Dude, if I sleep till 5:45, I feel like I slept in. Seriously, I'm on the trail at 5:30. I've already woke up, driven to the trailhead, and I'm hiking. So when it showed 5:45, I was like cracking up. I was like, come on, man. Come on. Wake up a little earlier. You want to be the champ. But this did have one of the best boxing sequences of all time. When he's fighting Leo, that first fight with the guy with the tattoos all over his neck and everything, they show one continuous take of like the entire first round. You know, each fighter in their corner in between rounds, and then all the way through to the end of the fight. It's like one continuous take where the camera's like going in between the action. And I mean, it's amazing. I feel like I could see some of the splits where they like stitched, two different scenes together, but still, I mean, it was pretty flawless. It was pretty amazing. I don't know how the hell they did it, because like I said, it's just one continuous long take of this entire fight. And the boxing looked real too. It didn't look cheesy. It didn't look like there were two actors in there. It looked like a for real boxing fight. It was awesome. Yeah, that scene was top notch. Just like I said, one continuous take for like 5 minutes. It was really cool. Yeah, I don't know if I liked his girlfriend so much. She was like the dollar store version of Lisa Bonet from the 80s. Look, she looks just like Lisa Bonet. Same face, same stupid long braids. I'm like, come on, bro. You can do better than that. You can do way better than her. Her music was terrible too. She just auto-tunes everything. The guy's like, oh, dude, she's got a beautiful voice. Yeah, it sounds like she's running it through a synthesizer. Sounds terrible. I mean, I get it, whatever. Not everybody's taste is the same. But she was totally mid. 100% mid. I didn't like her attitude. He always has a smart ass fucking remark for everything that he says. And he's like, yeah, you're my inspiration. Oh, am I? Am I? Just shut up and take the compliment. Fucking mean bitch. But yeah, this is a cool movie though. I would probably give this a solid 7 out of 10. For sure, 7 out of 10. I loved it. I thought it was great. And as soon as that was over, I was so into it, I went ahead and I put Creed 2 in. And this was not nearly as good. I mean, this is still okay. Still a solid movie, but it just wasn't as good as the first Creed. I thought the first Creed had a better story. It was a little more engaging. I thought this one was totally predictable. Like, you knew exactly what was going to happen throughout the whole movie. It had a cool concept. I loved the concept of Ivan Drago and his son was a boxer. Because, I mean, wow, if that was like real life, that would be like the ultimate fight that everybody would want to see. Apollo Creed's son, Apollo got killed by Ivan Drago. So their two sons are going to fight. Another Creed versus Drago fight. Dude, that would be blockbuster. Everybody would want to see that. So I thought that was a really cool storyline. But like I said, it was just so predictable. It's just so predictable. Especially seeing as, Creed and Drago fought early on in the movie. Creed did not have Rocky in his corner. So you knew he was going to get his ass kicked. You knew Drago was going to get the better of that fight. And then they were going to train. And he was going to get Rocky back in his corner. And then they were going to fight at the end of the movie. And of course, Creed was going to win. Which is exactly what happened. So in that sense, it was really predictable. Really predictable. And it made the whole middle part of the movie just like really boring. I mean, I could not stand the whole thing with his girlfriend and them having the baby and all that. God, that was just... I must have paused it like 5 times and like looked at my phone. Because I was just not into that part of the movie. I don't want to see him with his baby. And personally, when it got to the end of the movie, I felt more sorry for the Russian. I felt more sorry for Drago. His mom walked out on him. The whole country turned on him. The guy didn't have anything his whole life. Worked for everything. Poor in the Ukraine. I wanted him to win. I literally wanted him to win. Meanwhile, you've got Creed, who is just an over-emotional baby, in my opinion. It's like, it's hard to like him. All you gotta do is like say 2 words to him and you'll set him off and he'll get himself arrested for assault because he's so easy to just rile up. He seems like he's just super over emotional. Like I said, he doesn't seem confident in himself at all. Yeah, he's just, man, like I said, I really wanted Drago to just smash him at the end. I knew it wasn't going to happen. I knew Creed was going to win because it's Creed. Of course, the Drago's got to lose again. He's just back to where he was before. I mean, like I'm saying, Drago came up with a hard life. Creed came up as a pampered asshole. He had all the money, lived in a mansion with his fake mom, Claire Huxtable, from The Cosby Show. And he's just always got to talk shit, too. Like, he's always talking shit when he's in the fight. Like, dude, you're a punk, man. Even his girlfriend, Lisa Bonet, dollar store Lisa Bonet is in the crowd. Well, yeah, you going to say his name now? You going to say his name now? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Show some fucking class. You're in Russia. You're lucky all those Russians didn't beat your ass. You're lucky. They didn't just swarm you and beat your ass. And I noticed in this movie that dollar store Lisa Bonet had a few more tattoos on her arm. At least, she wasn't covered in tattoos. At least Creed wasn't covered in tattoos. Drago wasn't covered in tattoos. But I did notice that she did have some new ones from the first movie. It looked like on one of her wrists, she had the, Stonehenge thing. She had the little Stonehenge stones. Either that or it was the pi, the symbol for pi, which is also stupid. What are you into, the mathematical symbol pi? That's what represents you, and you have to get it tattooed on your fucking arm. The pi symbol? I mean, you should get a piece of pie. That would be more acceptable. And then during the final fight, the Russian holds Creed and punches him one time, and they're like, hey man, he's holding him and punching him. And then like 10 seconds later, Creed holds the Russian and hits him like 6 times as he's holding him. He's totally holding him around the waist. Puh, 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 puh. It's like, dude, come on, man. If you're going to complain about it, don't do it. Don't do it. I did like the ending, how Ivan Drago came over and threw the towel in because his son was getting beat up pretty good. I thought that was kind of a cool concept for a way to lose the fight. He didn't get knocked out. He wasn't like, boom. They do the slow motion where he lays there and he can't, he's almost gets up by the 9 count and then falls back down. They didn't do that thing. Instead, they had, Ivan come over and throw the towel in, which was cool because that was kind of the theme of the movie, was Rocky did not throw the towel in for Creed when Creed was getting pummeled. And then Creed actually died. Apollo Creed, not the son, but, back in Rocky 4, Apollo got killed. So that was a cool concept. I did like that. But my only gripe is this is just way too predictable. So for that, I would probably give this a 6 out of 10. I mean, like I said, this is a good movie. It's nothing terrible at all. It's well made. It's got good boxing scenes. It just wasn't as good as the first Creed. No harm in that. They can't both be the best movie. One of them's got to be better than the other. But let's get into the new Blu-ray pickups. And like I said, I've got 5.5. First one, Total Recall, the remake. And I got this just to complete my Total Recall collection. I believe I saw this when it very first came out and I didn't like it. I thought it was a big, giant disappointment, as is the story with most reboots. So yeah, we're going to have to watch that again, see if it's any better the second time around. Next on the list, Tom Hanks in The Green Mile. Great movie. Excellent movie. Not one that I'm going to be watching all the time, but when I do watch it, it's a powerhouse. It's a good one. I remember seeing this in the theater. This is back in the day when I was working at the theater. I got my free passes and I went to go see this with my mom. And it was good. It was good. It's got the big black dude in there. What is his name? Oh, man. I can always remember his name until like right now when the camera's rolling. Michael Clark Duncan. Michael Clark Duncan. I guess when he was alive, rest in peace, he has passed away. But I guess back when he was alive, he'd stop people on the street. And if they could say his full name, he would give them like $100 or something like that. Again, don't quote me. This is just something that was in my mind. Like I said, I smoked pot for 30 years, so I might be messing this story up a little bit. But yeah, he used to I think give $100 out to anybody that could tell him his full name, because they're just like, oh yeah, you're the big black guy from the Green Mile. That's all anybody could ever remember him for. So yeah, this is good, man. Again, not something I'm going to be watching all the time, but it's a good one and it deserves a place in my Blu-ray collection. Next on the list, Quentin Tarantino's Inglourious Bastards. And I love the German guy in this. Man, he's just such a rat. He's just such an asshole. But I don't know, I've got a thing for the bad guys. Sometimes I root for the bad guys. I just like him, man. He's so hateable. He's so hateable that I almost like him. But yeah, he gets it at the end, man. He gets it at the end. Brad Pitt, boy, carves his forehead up. That's nasty. It's a Quentin Tarantino movie. Brad Pitt. It's good. It's okay. This is not my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie by any stretch of the imagination. I think Pulp Fiction is my favorite, followed by Kill Bill Part 1. But this is mid. Definitely better than like Jackie Brown. The Hateful Eight is terrible. I hated that movie when I saw it in the theater. Literally, I got up and walked out and just looked at the candy in the concession stand area for like 15 minutes because I had to calm down. I was starting to make people angry that were sitting around me because I was saying out loud stuff about the movie. I was like, I hope all these people die. This movie sucks. And people were turning around looking at me. I was being an asshole because I was so frustrated by the movie. I mean, The Hateful Eight it sucks ass. The whole first hour of that movie takes place in a stagecoach with just this supposedly witty, Quentin Tarantino dialogue that has just been played out. It doesn't work anymore. It used to work for his earlier movies. It didn't work for The Hateful Eight, and Django Unchained slightly better, but that's still not even that great. I mean, there's 10 copies of that to buy on Vinted. I've passed on all of them. I don't even care if I have that movie. But this is good. This is mid-range. Jackie Brown, I thought that sucked. I didn't like that. I've not seen the newest one, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I haven't seen that. If I can find it for cheap for a couple bucks, I'll probably go ahead and buy it as a blind purchase because I've heard it's good. But man, I'm telling you, if it follows the same pattern as Django Unchained and Hateful Eight, man, I don't have high hopes at all. But this is like I said, this is a middle of the road Tarantino movie. I'd rank it somewhere in the middle. It's not super awesome. It's definitely not terrible. It's good. It's good. So yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that again one of these days. Moving on. Old school. Will Ferrell. I love this movie. Saw it in the theater when it came out. Laughed my ass off the whole time. Oh my God. This and like Jackass were probably the two movies that I laughed the hardest at in the theater. I mean, I just could not stop it. I thought this was so good. This was back when Will Ferrell was just, like breaking into the movie scene. Before that, he was just on Saturday Night Live. I think his first movie was like Night at the Roxbury. And then this came soon after. But this is one of his earlier movies. And man, it's just so funny. It's just so good. So many quotable lines in this. Excellent. And I think I paid like $1.50 for this off Vinted. And I'm not going to lie. This was not the best copy. The disc was a little scratched up. Got a few hairline scratches on it. And then the artwork under here was a little torn up too. So yeah, not the best copy. I wasn't really happy about that. But for all intents and purposes, this should play just fine. Shouldn't have any issues. Should be good to go. Not a problem. And keeping with the theme of Will Ferrell comedies, we've got Talladega Nights. Brand new, unopened, unrated, and uncut. And I think I spent $3 for this, which is a good deal. It's brand new, unopened, so I know the discs are good. And this feels like a 2-discer too. This feels heavy. But yeah, I mean, this was okay. This was kind of a middle-of-the-road Will Ferrell movie. I didn't like this as much as some people, but it did definitely have its moments. It was pretty funny, and I haven't seen this for a long, long time. I love anything with John C. Reilly in it when he's being funny. Man, that guy's hilarious. So I went ahead and I got it. We got Sacha Baron Cohen in there. And then look, the black guy from Green Mile, he's in it too. I figured for an unopened movie, for $3, let's go ahead and grab it. So I'm happy to have that in the collection. I never had this on DVD, so this is a new pickup. And last but not least, I got the DVD version of Starship Troopers. You're like, why did you buy that? You bought Starship Troopers on DVD? Let me explain. It's because this was the first movie I ever bought on DVD. This was my first ever DVD, and somewhere along the lines, I lost the disc. I don't know what the hell happened to the disc. I don't know if someone came in and stole it from me, or if I left it in a DVD player and then threw the DVD player out once it was broken. I have no idea how I lost that disc. It's the first disc I've ever lost. So I wanted to have it. So I went ahead and I bought another copy, and this is brand new. I think this was $1.50. And my plan was to take the DVD out of here, put it in my original case, and then I would have, the movie again. Because I could put it in a brand new case right here, but this is the first one that I ever bought. This has sentimental value, so I just want to put the movie in there just to scratch that itch that I've had for years and years and years. I've just been holding on to this empty case with no movie in it, so now I got the movie to put in there. But anyways, guys, this video got really long. My apologies. Hope you enjoyed it, though, and until the next one, peace!